rock to this beat.
Welcome to another episode of Gamecocks Talk with Captain Will. I'm your boy, Captain Will. Make sure you like, make sure you share, make sure you subscribe to Gamecocks Talk with Captain Will so I can continue to bring you that gospel of Gamecocks every single day. You are now rocking with the best. Since you're rocking with the best, come rock with your boy, Captain Will. We got a good one today, y'all. We talking about basketball. Basketball tomorrow against the Rutgers Scarlet Knights in Colonial Life Arena. Basketball is back. We've been talking about it. We've been talking about it every day since we lost against Iowa. We've been lamenting over that loss for a long time. It is time to turn that page over. It is now the 2023-2024 season. Basketball is here, and basketball is here to stay for a long time. We're going to be hyped. We're going to be live. We are here. It's that time. This time tomorrow, your boy Captain will be on Colonial Life Arena with an adult beverage ready to watch some basketball. And for those who have asked, this game is not on TV. This game is not on the radio. This game is not streaming. But I will be recording clips throughout the day, throughout the game, for those who don't live near Columbia, who won't be attending the game, for those who just, for whatever reason, aren't able to make it. Because we have South Carolina fans stand across the universe. So I will be getting clips, and hopefully I will talk to some players. I cannot wait. It's a free game. But it's free, but make sure you donate to the Nikki McCrae Fund, the Breast Cancer Awareness Fund. This is the opportunity to give back, to help cure cancer, and also watch some wonderful basketball. It is here. Gates open at 12. Let's go. A few things that my eyes going to be keen on. Just a few things my eyes going to be keen on throughout the day. But especially, who's the starting lineup? We've said, at least I've said since June. That the starting lineup is going to be Raven Johnson, TeHina Paopao, Bree Hall, Sania Feigin, Kamilla Cardoso. I've said that from the beginning. And some have wavered and said that, Sania Feigin ain't going to start, possibly see Chloe Kitts or Ashlyn Watkins or have figure out a way to have Sakima Walker in the starting lineup. Well, that ain't going to happen. Dawn basically have already said that 4 of those spots are locked up, and she's been leaning towards Sania Feigin. That's what she said. I will be highly surprised when the ball rolls out and Sania Feigin is not the starting power forward for this basketball team. Highly surprised. But I'm going to be watching. Because this starting 5 lineup is very, very talented. Very, very talented. What they lack in experience, they make up for talent. And I've talked about in yesterday's show about the various different, recruiting rankings and 5 stars and things of that nature, that the starting 5. Because if we go talent by talent, player by player, recruiting ranking by recruiting ranking, this starting 5 for South Carolina matches up against any starting 5 in the country. No, we don't have the stats. We don't have the stats yet. We don't have the stats on day 1 yet because they haven't played. But line by line. And if I'm wrong, somebody check me. Check recruiting ranking by recruiting ranking of this team versus any other team, which includes UConn, LSU, Notre Dame, UCLA, Southern Cal, any team, Tennessee. Because you ain't going to have a team in terms of recruiting better than this squad right here. Ain't have none. Raven, number 2 recruit in 2021 class. TeHina Paopao, number 7 recruit in her class. Bree Hall, number 14 recruit in her class. Sania Feigin, number 4 recruit in her class. Kamilla Cardoso, number 10 recruit in her class. That is our starting lineup. So talented. One of the most talented starting rosters in South Carolina history. Now they just have to prove it. They have to show and prove that starting, should I say, that recruiting ranking that they had translate into points, rebounds, assists, block shots. They have to prove that. They have to prove it. This is the opportunity. This is the opportunity of a lifetime. Opportunity of a lifetime. That 2021 recruiting class that had Raven and Bree Hall. This is the opportunity for greatness right now. There's no excuses. It's literally no excuses now for the Gamecocks. It's none. Those girls are juniors. Those girls are juniors. They are ready to, and when I say juniors, I'm talking about Feigin, Bree Hall, and Raven would have been a junior if she hadn't tore up her knee the second, third game of the season her freshman year. So she's a redshirt sophomore. Those girls are ready. Those girls are ready. So we just have to watch what happens. Watch what happens with the starting lineup and who are the first few off the bench. Rotation is going to matter so big in this season. It's going to matter so big in this season because you have this is a key thing, right? We can easily say that Dawn Staley is going to play 11 deep. We can say that. We can say Dawn going to play 11 deep. Everybody going to play. But this is big girl basketball. Okay, big girl basketball. Now we can rely on our depth. We can, but I think early on in the season, I think the lineup going to be condensed. I really do. I think the lineup is going to be condensed. I don't think we can go into the Notre Dame game saying that we're going to play 10, 11 people. I just don't think that's going to happen. I think Dawn going to rock with 8, maybe 9 players early on in the season and then work the other 2. Eventually, everybody will play. On tomorrow, everybody's going to play. But what I'm going to be watching is what happens when Raven Johnson comes out the game. When Raven Johnson comes out the game, does TeHina Paopao slide over to the point guard position and then Tessa Johnson comes in? Is that what's going to happen? Or are we going to go, TeHina Paopao going to remain at the 2 and Milaysia Fulwiley comes in and run the point? Those are the things I want to see. Because in my mind, I see TeHina Paopao being the backup point guard and also the starting shooting guard. And then you have Milaysia Fulwiley playing backup point guard minutes / 2 guard minutes. You're going to figure out a way for Milaysia to get 15 to 17 minutes a game. We have to figure that out. How whatever shape or form that works out. But also working in Tessa Johnson, because Tessa Johnson is 5'10", 5'11" herself. Tessa Johnson can play some wing position. Will she be coming in for Bree Hall? Or how about this right here? Raven Johnson comes out the game. Milaysia Fulwiley comes in to take the place of Raven. So then you have a Raven, TeHina, and Bree Hall. But Bree Hall comes out the game. Do you slide TeHina Paopao over to the 3 and then work in Milaysia Fulwiley? You know, so you have a combination of no, scratch that. Raven, Bree Hall comes out the game. TeHina Paopao running the 2. Milaysia Fulwiley running the 1. Then you have a Tessa Johnson running the 3. You have a lineup like that. You're talking about 3 shooters. 3 shooters who can shoot anywhere in the gym, the concession stand, the suites, the parking lot, and then have a 4 and 5 of a Kamilla Cardoso and Sania Feigin. I'm curious to see how that happens. I'm curious to see what happens when because we know that Sakima Walker and Kamilla Cardoso play the same position. They play the same position. I don't see both of them playing in the same lineup as we saw Leah Boston and we saw Kamilla Cardoso. Leah was more of a 4. Cardoso was more of a 5. I don't see putting both of them. Now, you know, if you just want to rip rebounds everywhere you want to go, you can have a lineup of 6'5" or 6'7.5" in the game at the same time. But what I'm looking for is who comes in the game with Sania Feigin and comes out the game. Who comes in the game with Sania Feigin and comes out the game? Will it be Ashlyn Watkins? Will it be Chloe Kitts? Because when Kamilla Cardoso comes out the game, it's going to be Sakima Walker. That's a given. That's a given. That's a wrap. But and speaking of Chloe Kitts, is she going to play more 4? Is she going to play more 3? Because you have Chloe Kitts at 6'3" herself playing a 3 position. Ooh, that's special too. That's special. That is special. Call it what you want it. I'm more curious about how these pieces are welded together on tomorrow. And it sounds so good saying tomorrow. We've been saying we've been saying for a month. We've been saying a couple months. We're saying a week. Now it's tomorrow. We're going to see how those pieces meld together. Because, and Dawn said it herself, this starting lineup is what it is tomorrow. But the play will dictate if it stays or if it changes. Because it's still got 2 weeks before we play Notre Dame. Still got 2 weeks. 2 weeks and 2 days before we play Notre Dame. So, and the girls going to be practicing and scrimmaging and getting better. So, what we see tomorrow could be the starting lineup when we play against Notre Dame. Or it could be another couple tweaks. Because tomorrow, some of these ladies, I ain't going to say some of them, most of these ladies are going to be playing extended minutes in high-level Division I basketball, championship basketball, in front of hopefully 8,000 to 9,000 fans. And it's never happened before. Now, Bree Hall played in spurts in large arenas in front of the crazy fans. TeHina Paopao played in decent arenas over there in Oregon, Pac-12, but Pac-12 ain't SEC in terms of attendance. We just got to be real with that. You know, and Kamilla Cardoso has played in big moments, in big games. Raven has as well. But for the most part, this team cumulatively have not played together in starters minutes in a big arena. How are they going to react tomorrow? How are they going to react tomorrow when 10,000 fans are screaming their name and you getting 25 minutes and something goes wrong, something goes bad? How are they going to react? I'm curious to see how that. Because, and you know the practices at South Carolina is already legendary. The A team, the B team scrimmage against each other should be on pay-per-view. We should be able to watch that. And I leave all the crap that's going on or tomorrow where we don't even have it on TV, because every game that the Gamecocks play basketball should be some type of way when we got 7,000 channels on TV. And we got streaming platforms every which way you want to see. But everybody can't watch the game. Don't like that, don't like it at all. We need to be able to watch basketball when we want to watch basketball. That's the bottom line. And we want to watch basketball tomorrow. So every Gamecock fan, every Rutgers fan, because think about this right here. Rutgers fans want to see the game too. They can't see the game. They can't see the game either. Nobody coming from Jersey to come down to Columbia. No, they ain't doing that, and they ain't showing the game. So they need to work harder on that. All these ESPNs and all these other platforms, they work hard on that. Women's basketball is growing exponentially, and we got to just continue to keep the growth and keep our foot on the gas. That's the way it got to be. That is the way it has to be, and it's a blessing. It really is a blessing of what's going on with women's basketball and everything that's going on. A key thing also to watch tomorrow. Is how this team gels together. Will this team look disjointed? Will this team look disjointed? Will this team look out of whack? Trying to run Dawn Staley's system, but also trying to prove too much of I should be here. This should be my moment. Or we're going to see a lot of one-on-one play. Dawn has already promised it's going to be a lot of ball movement. It's going to be fast-paced. And hopefully I see a whole lot of perimeter shots from my shooters. I want to see 5 real talk, I want to see 5 to 6 3-pointers from TeHina Paopao. I want to see Tessa Johnson shoot about 2 or 3 herself. I want to see Bree Hall launch about 2 or 3 herself. I want to see Milaysia Fulwiley when she gets in the game just make me stand up. That's what I want to see. But what I don't want to see is disjointed play. I want to see play that shows that the Gamecocks has been working hard this summer. We've heard about it. Don's been talking about it. Bree has talked about it. Paopao talked about it at the media day. But I want to see that. I want to see the hard work. I want to see the defense. I want to see the defense because what's been said to me a lot is, we can replace the points that Aaliyah had. We can replace the points that Bree Bill had. We can replace the points of Zaya Cook. And we can replace those points of our quote-unquote big three. But what was going to be difficult to replace is the defense. We can't replace Leah Bowson's defense. We can't replace the best defensive player in the country. Now go on to the W and Rookie of the Year and everything. We can't replace that player. We don't have a player like that on South Carolina's team. We just don't. We don't have that. What we do have is quality, scrappy defensive players. Be more of a team defense. Be more of a team defense. I think Kamilla Cardoso is a really good defensive player when she wants to be. I think she could be a really good defensive player. I think Ashton Watkins has the tools as the best athlete on this team to be a really good defensive player. I know Sania Jah is going to be a really good defensive player. How much playing time she's going to get this upcoming season? I think that I think that the light has came on for Sania Feigin defensively that is allowing her to come on the court. I don't think Dawn Staley would be letting Sania Feigin start on this basketball team if she can't play defense. We all know how special she is offensively. Dawn said it herself. But I think on the defensive end, she's shown the biggest growth. And that's why she's going to get the starting role. TeHina Paopao, Dawn said it again. TeHina Paopao has showed effort on defense. She showed effort taking charges, sticking her nose in. That is what's going to make TeHina Paopao different than what we saw with her in Oregon. We know she's a really good shooter. She's a stellar point guard. But to play on this basketball team, you also have to play defense. You have to play defense and play your assignments. So I'm not looking for this team to be historically great on the defensive end. I'm not looking for that. What I am expecting for this team to be incrementally better on the offensive end, incrementally better on the offensive end, and be more efficient offensively behind the three-point line, be better shooting free throws, and that's going to raise the level of this team in terms of efficiency. We'll be down some defensively. We ain't going to be down a lot. We just won't be the best ever, but South Carolina will still be the best defensive team in the SEC. Book that. That's a given. Wrap it up. It's done. Because of the principles that Dawn Staley has and this defensive staff has, and then how the players work on defense. We will always be the best defensive team in the SEC. And if we're the best defensive team in the SEC and one of the better offensive teams shooting from the perimeter, we will be the best team in the SEC. And that includes LSU and Tennessee. So, and I say that, and I know the LSU people gonna like, oh, here we go again. But I'm just keeping it real. It is what it is. We'll see. And for LSU fans, this is directly towards y'all. Real talk. The best opportunity y'all got of beating South Carolina if y'all played us in November or December. That is the best opportunity. The best opportunity of beating South Carolina is Notre Dame playing us the first game. That is the best opportunity because Notre Dame played us in January or February. Nah. Maryland, if Maryland was playing us in January or February instead of November the 12th, they got the biggest shot. Those two, and we play those teams back to back. Because we won't be a finished product. We won't be close to a finished product. When we roll the ball out on November 6th, we'll be about 40%, 40 to 50% of what we're going to be in April. 40 to 50%. because the continuity is not going to be there. The still be working the kinks out offensively and defensively. So practice time is so important. So important. We're going to learn a lot on Sunday, on tomorrow. We're going to learn a lot. We're going to learn even more when we play against Notre Dame. The improvement for this basketball team is going to happen from tomorrow's game to Notre Dame's game. And then from Notre Dame's game to Maryland, it's going to be exponential. Because you're going to be playing two top 14, top 15 ranked teams the two first games of the season. So LSU, like I said, it's directed straight up to the LSU fans. And y'all know who y'all are. Some of y'all give me love, and I love talking back with y'all. But with us playing y'all January, that gives a lot of practice. Us an opportunity for a lot of practice to get these ladies where they need to be and get used to playing with each other. That gives us a lot of games to get all our ducks in a row in order to play basketball when it actually really matters in the SEC. So when we go down to Baton Rouge and we play y'all, and y'all been playing Baton Rouge Community College, trying to get ready for us. Although y'all are opening up with Colorado, and that's a big game. Don't be surprised. That game is really, really close. Don't be surprised. But this team that shows up tomorrow ain't going to be the same team that plays in January or plays in February against UConn. But that team tomorrow will be a really good basketball team. And I can't wait to see it. This concludes another episode of Gamecocks Talk with Captain Will. I'm your boy, Captain Will. Make sure you like, make sure you share, make sure you subscribe to Gamecocks Talk with Captain Will. You are now rocking with the best, essentially rocking with the best. Gonna rock with your boy, Captain Will. Let's go.
J-Rock, let this be.